Howdy everybody. So we're live again today, tonight, whatever it may be for you. We're in Discord as well. Let me unmute myself. Oh, no one's even in here yet. That's alright. But if you guys are watching, stop in on Discord and you can chill and talk with me. Tonight we're going to be re-delidding my 6700K. Technically I got all this stuff here. We can also clean the monoblock, which could be interesting to some. I've never actually cleaned it, and it's probably been in the system for like 14, 16 months or something like that. So that'll be fun. Let me get the chat up here. Feel free to ask questions as we go. We've got plenty, well, I guess it's just me at the moment, but there'll be plenty of people that can answer questions as well. So tonight is the night for delidding. We're also going to be putting on this nice fancy copper IHS that I got from RockitCool. We're going to be carrying these at PBCs. Oh yeah, let me switch the camera too, so you guys can actually see what's happening. Sorry, I got to get used to the new setup here. Let's see, we will go like that. That should be much better. And we're going to get chat. And here we go. You're here. What's up, dude? How's it going? We had a couple people. Can't get on Discord tonight? That's alright, man. I'm sure somebody will stop in eventually. So, first, I guess we'll start with the re-delid. I delidded this guy last January. So, it's been a while too. So, it should be interesting to see just what the chip actually looks like now that it's been running for pretty much a year straight now. So, we can actually get rid of the board. The block for now. We don't need these guys. So back when I did the delid, originally I just put a little bit of super glue on the corner, on each of the corners of the IHS. So that's all that's holding it in there, and I can see it still. There's just a tad bit. So that should just pop off just fine. I think I'm going to try to scrape it a little bit first, just to make sure that it comes off easy and doesn't wreck anything. Other people like to use that silicon RTV stuff, and the only thing I have to say, if you're going to use that, make sure you don't get it underneath the IHS, because otherwise you'll basically keep the top of the IHS from contacting the die, and then you'll have all kinds of thermal problems. So there's really not too much glue on there. So we can go ahead and re-delid this bad boy. So this is the Rocket 88 kit to use this guy. I actually made a video on this quite a while ago, back when I did the original delid. So you can check out a guide on how to use it, but it's pretty straightforward. It works just like all the other delidders out there for the most part. If I actually knew how to put it together, maybe. There we go. So we got the delidder on, and we're just gonna hope nothing bad happens now, I guess. How am I? I'm not doing too bad. I guess a little bit nervous to do this. I'm always a little bit nervous to do a delid. Last one I did was for my buddy Carlos's, what was that, a 7820X, I think, something like that. We did that in like December. So if you want to check out the Rocket 99 kit, I have that stream on, it should be on YouTube still, so you can check out how to use that. It's pretty much the same exact kit as this, just a little bit bigger, obviously. So we've got her in there, and I guess we'll just start cranking it down. Pretty straightforward. Ooh, I heard something. Okay, well, I guess that's all it probably took. Let's hope nothing bad happened. Another day. It sure is. It's a great day to delid, though. Hopefully. We'll see if I just ruined my 6700K or not. That'd be kind of a sad day if I did. And then we won't get to use the copper IHS. There probably won't be much point in cleaning the monoblock either. Nope, looks like it just popped right off. There's still some glue residue sitting there, but other than that, looks good. There's still liquid metal there, so I don't know how well you guys can see that. Well, my temps were pretty much just fine. I didn't really notice anything wrong with my temps as far as I know. So we'll just clean this off. I don't think anything bad happened. As far as I can tell, there's just a little bit of super glue that we should probably clean off. So there's literally nothing to this chip. That's kind of crazy. I forgot how little it was. Oh, I need my ISO. Where did I put the isopropyl? It was just here. Because we're going to clean this off and redo all of it. And actually, we don't even need that. So if I can find my isopropyl, it's right here. We'll be good to go. Time to buy a 7700K. Yeah, I hope not. I guess we'll find out when we go to boot it back up. But hoping that's not the case. It should be fine, to be honest. As far as I know. I mean, in theory, it should be good to go. But I do have to get that super glue off, which looks like it might be a little bit of a pain. So we'll see how that goes. But we got the old batch of liquid metal, and honestly, it's not even really old. This stuff's supposed to last for years. So I think I'll try to take this little plastic guy and scrape the super glue. Super glue is actually what even RockitCool themselves recommend you use. So just this Loctite super glue gel control. So in theory, it shouldn't be too bad, but I think we need the X-Acto knife. Because I'm not certain this IHS will go back on. Oh, that's right. We gotta remember the orientation. So this guy sat on here just like this, and the gold corner is down there. So I would assume it has to go on like this. Yep. So it's gonna go on just like that. And this guy has some big, it's pretty different. It's got a bigger edge, so we gotta clean it off. What's up, Carlos? I'm trying to get on Disney. I think he meant Discord. But if you're going for Disney, dude, have fun. So yeah, this is probably gonna take a hot minute to get all scraped off perfectly, because I really don't want to damage the PCB. While I'm doing this. But the RockitCool, the copper IHS is supposed to be a bit better. Gamers Nexus had a pretty good review on it. I watched a while back. It dropped their temps like 2 or 3C or something compared to the stock IHS. And the biggest difference that they said, it's not even the fact that it's copper, because this is actually just nickel plated copper, so it's pretty much the same thing. It's the fact that it's a lot bigger. There's quite a bit more surface area than the stock IHS if you look. So you have a lot more contact with your cooling choice of preference. So, still just time to buy a 7700K? I don't think so. I think it should be okay. But tonight, if you guys are pretty interested in the copper IHS, you could have a chance at winning one yourself. If we get enough people that stop by and check it out. So tell your friends about the stream. It'll get more interesting in a minute. I promise. Slowly but surely it's coming off. I'm glad this isn't an X299 chip. Those things have transistors and top mount resistors all over the top PCB. There's a decent chunk right here. I don't know how well you guys can actually see it. Probably not that great. Can't you damage a PCB with that knife? Yeah, if I actually like cut it, but right now I'm just scraping across it to get this glue off, which is proving somewhat effective. If somebody has a more effective strategy, let me know. But here, I suppose what we can do, so you guys can actually see what I'm doing here, is go like these and switch up the camera. Is that better? Let's try to switch. No, arm's gonna be in the way, but in just a second. This camera. So, okay. This is probably better. You can kind of see what I'm doing now. If I scoot it over a little bit closer. Okay, so we got the chip here. We're just gonna be scraping away. I suppose I should get chat back in case you guys have a question yet. Has anybody else delidded their 67 or 7700K lately? I know this is kind of an old chip now, but or their Skylake X chip. Like I said, I've used the Rocket 99 kit. That one works well. So we've just got this little bit of glue on the corners here to clean off, and then we can put on the copper IHS after we get some liquid metal on it. So I'm just trying to very carefully just kind of pop up little chunks of it, because it kind of just breaks off. It's just really tedious. Because I still don't think this copper IHS will sit right. And I forgot the orientation already. This guy sat here. Good thing the liquid metal's like burned onto it almost. Sat here like this. So yeah. This top edge goes on the opposite of that. So I'm pretty sure, yeah, this sits right on top of those little chunks of glue. So if we put it on right now, we would have terrible thermal problems because the glue is going to keep it from making contact. So as boring as this may be, we got to get it off. So, which is somewhat unfortunate and somewhat nerve-wracking too, because I guess whoever said, isn't it dangerous with the knife, if I do slip, it could I use it in my NAS box. Oh, you did yours about 4 months ago? Nice. Yeah, so if I do slip, we could have a dead 6700K on our hands. However, if I just focus and don't slip, we should be okay. So I could change out the blade if I had them handy. They're somewhere around here. Come on, chunk. Just trying to be really careful is all, guys. Sorry. There we go. That's some progress made. I know it's hard to see. I gotta hold this thing at a good angle just so I make sure I don't slice the PCB. Like I said, I'm glad this thing doesn't have a bunch of surface mount resistors and whatnot, because that would make this a whole heck of a lot harder. Those things like to pop off really easy. What is Discord not loading? Why, Carlos? You're crazy. Use that blue triangle thin way out. Don't cut the... Yeah. No, I'm definitely not going to cut the substrate, but the blue plastic thing just isn't sharp enough to get underneath the glue. Like, I can sit here and scrape at it, but I think we'll be here even longer. It works a little bit. But, yeah, if I just go real careful and just parallel to the PCB. I'm actually using my thumb as a guide, so I wouldn't recommend this at home, I guess. But, on the stream, we're going to do what we got to do. Because, like I said, there's just really no way around this. Unless you use, like I said, the silicon RTD.
Yeah.
Somebody's in here and echoing. Was that Carlos I heard too?
I made it.
Yay, Carlos.
Did you break anything yet?
You really never know with the delidding until you go back in and the system doesn't post, so.
No.
But I don't think so.
I mean, we can only hope. I mean, we only hope that you don't.
I hope that I don't.
Yeah, we all do.
I don't exactly have too many spare 6700Ks laying around.
This is actually, you'd be down for a hot minute, wouldn't you?
Actually, I think Matt said that the 5930K is supposed to get here on Saturday.
Oh, okay, so that'd be a...
Technically, I guess
nice
I would
upgrade.
I would just switch to that.
Yeah.
Not that I wanted to though. I'm fine with the 6700K. But
They all say until they go enthusiasts.
yeah, but a 5930K is pretty old for enthusiasts.
Yeah,
People would call that a pretty wimpy chip. Only 6 cores. Jeez.
I know,
It's pretty
all
sad.
about 8 cores.
It's coming off.
I was thinking about switching my chip out.
What do you mean?
I think we gotta go 7980.
Oh my lord. And then I have to delid that too?
Yeah, how nerve-wracking would that be?
Alright. Honestly, like, if you're that worried about it, I'd probably just tell you to buy something from Silicon Lottery.
Yeah. If I had $2,000 laying around to do that, yeah.
Yeah. So we've almost got 2 corners cleaned off now. I'm glad I only did it on the corners. Imagine if you were to just lay down a good bead around the whole edge.
Oh my god.
You'd be here for the rest of the night. For sure.
So, are you gonna look into those direct die blocks?
I don't have X299. You could have. It's
I
all.
thought was that only for X299?
Yep.
Oh, right. I don't know. I would.
Okay. One more corner done. I think this one right here is pretty much done.
Well, this is what we'll do. I'll send you my dead ASRock board.
It's supposed to be fixed though, I thought.
I mean, I'll send you my fixed ASRock board.
Yeah. Well, what chip do I use?
Um,
Yeah, you didn't think that far ahead now, did you, Carlos?
an i5 would be fine to go with that.
And I. Yep, sure. What? What's your Discord? Oh, can you link Discord and Facebook, Carlos?
Yes, ma'am, I can.
Thank you. I gotta work on some kind of screen for chat. I mean, I have another monitor there, but I don't even know if it's.
You know, I didn't even get the notification on Facebook.
About what?
For the stream.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't get the notification on Facebook.
I even shared it.
Oh, well.
Do you even follow PPC's, mate?
Oh boy.
Yeah, you're gonna be in trouble. Who says we banned Carlos? We gotta ban.
What?
Who's gotta watch their language?
What? Why am I getting banned?
Because you don't even follow us.
I do follow you guys.
Nope. You said you didn't get a notification. Seems like
I didn't get a notification.
Your fault. Gotta be.
You never made me an ad. I said you would either.
Oh yeah, that's right. I was gonna do that.
Yeah, like 3 weeks ago.
Not 3 weeks ago.
It was like a solid 2 weeks.
It was a little bit ago, and then I've been spacing it. I could probably do that here shortly. I'm a little bit indisposed at the moment, though.
Well, it's not a big deal.
So we've almost got it.
I have Facebook video feed open up in 2 places.
That's good.
I was like, why do I keep hearing this like double?
Yeah, it'll probably echo a little bit.
Is this thing on?
Is this thing on?
Caleb.
Got it for YouTube and Twitch. None for Facebook. Weird. Maybe they banned me from being able to use notifications.
Maybe. I mean, I'd ban you too.
Thanks.
Welcome.
There's just a little bit left on this corner.
You absolute scrub.
What's up? It's Mighty Voice.
Dude, it's hot. It was like 40 degrees 2 or 3 days ago. As like the daily high, it's 87 degrees inside now.
Holy crap. I thought it was hot when it was 30 outside today.
The heck, you're not coming up on Twitch.
Wait, the stream isn't even on Twitch or what?
It says that you're not streaming. Like, I can't even...
Hey, Matt, what's up?
What's up?
YouTube.
How's it going? Who's talking?
Who that? That's Michael
This is
Segura.
Mike. Yeah.
What's up, man?
Nothing much. I just saw your pop up. I'm like, yeah.
Was it on Facebook?
No, I got my
Dude, Facebook is broken.
We got
That's-
spicy
that's
chicken
Zuckerberg's
and Twitch.
getting hammered right now, so
Facebook sucks.
it's all popped up.
Dude, Facebook sucks for live streaming anyways. It
I-
only
I
lets you
haven't
do it
done
in
shit.
720p, so screw them anyway.
That's true. Why won't it let you do 1080?
I don't know. Not enough bandwidth.
That's because Matt looks good in 720p. He's a rock star.
Oh,
I don't know.
thanks, buddy. I gotta use that as like a pickup line at some point. Like, come on, you look good in 720p. Isn't that a great pickup line?
That was a little bit rapey.
Oh my god.
I think Voice said one night that I would look good in what was it, 144p?
Yeah, at most you can look best in 144p.
144p is pretty good stuff.
Dude, anybody looks good at 144p.
You're basically just a
Especially-
thumbnail at that point.
That.
How do you look in
That
a
is the
thumbnail?
truth. I sent a request to join Matt.
Join what?
Wayne on Facebook said that.
Looks like that's that movie star in 144p, right?
Mm-hmm.
What's their name? Dumbo?
Oh, wow. Thanks. That movie star.
I'm sorry.
Dumbo made
Yeah.
bank back in the day, man.
Right.
Quality actor. So there's just a little bit on this corner that I can't get off. It's being a bitch.
Just give it a little bit more of a rub.
Yeah, just like slice it off, dude. We don't need this corner.
No. Or you just spit on it. I'm sure it'll get it off.
Oh yeah, spitting on it.
Mhm.
That's
Spitting on it
always
is a very
the
effective
solution.
So
No.
that man.
What's up?
What is it? Linus and Steve over at Gamers Nexus have been going over and checking out this new Encore.
Yeah, that direct dye block.
Yeah, what are your thoughts on that, man?
I haven't watched their video on it yet, but somebody linked it to me and they said that it's like getting crazy temps and stuff. So pretty interesting.
It's
I
not
think
the
it.
same one that Linus did, is it?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that is the one. Yeah, Linus
It
said
is?
he got 2 to 3 degrees difference, and I'm like, nah, I don't know if it's gonna be worth it. If that's the case.
Wait, that's all that he got? What did Gamers Nexus get though? I go to Gamers Nexus for more like.
Steve hasn't really tested it yet.
Oh no, I'll wait for Steve's analysis. He's usually pretty good with getting
Yeah. I'm
consistent and
curious to see
accurate
it.
data.
He's
That
also
guy's a
lot less
scientist.
likely to try to use zip ties to, put a tube on a compression fitting after
That is
installing a
also
whole bunch
very
of
true.
shit on a board.
Oh gosh.
I was watching Linus's video, made me cringe because he was putting on straight on to the fittings there. He did no barb and just completely hosed his whole board.
That was the jankiest setup ever.
He
Yeah, Linus just dumped water all over him on the board because he's a fucking
Yeah, that
idiot.
too.
he killed a board with water.
Yeah,
He didn't kill the
Impressive.
board.
oh, you got lucky. Yeah,
It didn't kill the board?
Yeah.
How?
He didn't kill the board. Yeah. Don't know. I get a little splash on mine and it dies.
Yeah, that's right. Your board died from. Well, Azrock hasn't gotten back to you on that yet.
Yeah, they
Canadian
just
Jesus.
sent me the other day the RMA.
What'd they say?
It's covered.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good. What'd they
I
say
didn't tell
happened
my
though?
splash water on it, but
Yeah, I was gonna say. What did they say happened?
I just told them that I switched coolers and it just died.
Yeah, I know, but what did they say happened?
Oh, they didn't say anything.
Oh, they're
They
like,
just-
this
they
guy's
just
an idiot.
accepted
Just give him a new board and he'll shut up.
Pretty much, they're just like, send us your board. We'll do a quick diagnostics and then ship out your new RMA.
Wow, nice. That's not. I always heard they're pretty like Azrock isn't too bad about RMAs.
Yeah, I need to print out the RMA and I need to put the
Oh, you
the
haven't.
VRM cooler back on.
Oh, you haven't even sent it yet.
Cuban.
No, I just got it. I got it the day before I went into surgery.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've almost. I'm pretty sure there's not enough glue anywhere on this edge.
I'll be right back, guys.
Okay. So it's pretty freaking smooth as far as I
Looks
can tell.
pretty good, yeah.
You can feel it a little bit, and this gets caught, but I really don't know how close I can get to the substrate before I start slicing it apart. So I'd
Try it
rather
not or
not.
conduct or not. Where are we going with this?
I actually have CLU left over from the last time I delidded. So Coolab's Liquid Ultra is what we'll be using tonight. We also sell
Vintage.
that. Vintage, dude. Actually, yeah, nobody's been using it lately. And back when I did this delidd originally, like over a year ago now, everyone was going between either Conducto knot or this CLU. So I'm not sure which actually ended up being the best, but before they were like all within like a degree of each other. So
Yeah, it's pretty inconclusive, honestly.
yeah, like and I'm not sitting here like I'm sitting here putting on a copper IHS, but I really don't care that much. I'm
At
just
that point, you're comparing liquid metal to liquid metal, and either one of them is going to have a conductivity that's so high that it barely even matters.
yeah,
It's all gallium, yeah. It's all.
exactly. Where did you get your gallium from? So here's the little trick I use when applying thermal paste
Well,
or
we got
liquid
your
metal.
GM mix, but I digress.
Can't use that word. That's trademarks.
Come on
So
Right. The lawyers come rushing in.
why doesn't it want to go in the delidder?
now. Hey, I said mix, not alloy.
I'm just here for the squirt. Come on, Matt. Get that sweet, sweet
Oh yeah.
B-roll.
See, that's what I'm getting the scotch tape out for, dude.
I was gonna say, what is it? I saw Steve put on nail polish.
Yeah, you can also do nail polish. That's actually pretty smart. I suppose I should have picked some up. You can just what does he do? Just cover everything? This doesn't have
Yeah.
anything surface mount on it though. So like the nail polish, like I guess I don't know, it would protect the substrate. But as you guys saw, I had this delid for over a year, and it never even moved off the dot, not even a bit. And it's been It's not like the PC's been horizontal by any means. So like for a long period of time at least. So it's been
But
sitting
isn't
there
the IHS concave?
concave. This
Yeah.
guy, the copper one.
Yeah, the IHS.
I don't.
The
If
normal one.
oh, this it's supposed to be flat, but not sure. They always just said put a little bit on top as well, just to make sure that you have like the full contact with the liquid metal. So I did that. And it seemed to not cause any issues, so I'll probably do that again. But yeah, the little tape method is pretty simple for protecting it, at least while you're applying it. The nail polish method is kind of a more surefire way, I guess, to make sure that even if you were to get it to like leak, that it won't hurt anything on your chip. So here we go. You guys ready for this?
Oh,
Da-na-na-na.
put my hands together.
I'm actually gonna
Get your
scrape off.
singles ready, boys.
I want to get this little old chunk off. That stuff looks gross. Look at that, it's all like hard and crusty.
Man, there's so many jokes here. Just walking right into Matt.
I know. Sweet. So would it be okay to use a block straight on top of the delid? If you get like if you have X299 and use the delid dimate, you can do that. Oh man, I have a feeling this is gonna go everywhere.
Yeah, I was about to say, there's Encore.
That comes with its own delitter too.
Yep.
If you jump in at like the $70 mark, 70 pounds. But their delitter is weird, dude. Have you seen it?
Yeah, it's got like a big lever in it. It's cool though.
Yeah. It seems risky.
It's supposed to be pretty good. I don't know. Look at that. It like
I
stands
mean,
straight
is
up.
all delidding risky?
Yeah, but
Ugh.
I would think the screw method's a little bit safer than this.
Yeah, this one is pretty legit. It just goes straight in. And same with the X2 or the Rocket 99 kit. It does the same thing. But I don't know. Apparently, Bauer uses it, and he's a freaking master. So
Well, didn't he design it?
yes,
Alright then. Of course he's going to use it.
yeah. So actually, that's quite a bit of liquid metal. I'm probably gonna have to get a little bit off here. Yeah, I'm kind of scared. What do you guys think? That's actually quite a bit, I think.
I was gonna say, yeah, you probably put some onto the HSI there.
Yeah. So this guy goes like this. So we're gonna put it, if you look at this, This guy was on here just like this. So, wait, how was he? I have to look at this again. So we had this. And then like that. So this is going to have to go like this. So if we have this like this, now I can paint the same square on the top. I'm just going to do a little thin bit, try to use up some of this.
So this is interesting.
What is?
DJ Wayne in the Twitch chat just said he has an A10 CPU that he wants to delid and
use a
put
water
block
cooler.
on.
I don't think so. What is the 8? I haven't even looked at the A10. Is that like a? Is that a?
AMD A10.
I know, but I was wondering what kind of chip it even is.
It's an APU.
Yeah, I know that, but is it an LGA or is it PGA?
Oh, it's definitely PGA.
Oh, then I had good luck. You're gonna have to find someone that like specially made one on eBay or something with a 3D printer, because these are only for LGA chips. You would break all the pins off that thing using one of these.
No, man, you just bust out the bottom.
You don't need
pins.
pins.
With a chip on that.
No, dude, just flatten the pins. Then it becomes an LGA, right?
Yeah, there you go.
Same thing. You can even use it in Intel boards after that.
Yeah, definitely. Totally the right pin out. Yeah, DJ Wayne, I knew which type of CPU you're talking about. FM2 socket.
Wait, what?
That's the socket for the A10 APUs.
Oh, is the FM2?
Yeah.
Interesting. So, we got a nice little thin amount, and we still got quite a bit on here, so I think I'm going to use this guy to soak it up a little bit, because that's still just too much. There'll definitely be leak issues if I don't dab it up a little bit. Gotta get the dab. Okay, let's see if that helps.
Wait, so what type of spreader are you using for the liquid metal?
Spreader?
Yeah, that.
This little brush. So this, when I got the Rocket kit, it came with a bunch of little brushes, and I think they still do. So they come with like this length of bristles, but just take your X-Acto knife, cut it off like super short, because otherwise the long bristles just suck. And that's what I'm using here. You're still, I don't know, I want to soak up a little bit more. It doesn't really soak up that easily, if you couldn't tell. Let's see if we can just wipe some off onto this tape. We're almost there. There's just still a little bit too much. When you guys are delidding, just make sure you just take your time. I guess that's the biggest thing. If you rush through it, you'll probably have issues.
Oh man, just cover the whole PCB.
Yeah, just paint it on, dude.
Everything will be fine.
No, what do you guys think now? Is there still too much, you think? I don't know.
I mean, we can't tell with the glare.
You can't tell with the glare? If I like move it back around. Is there like, is there less glare now?
Yeah, it's not wobbling.
Yeah, I think that should be fine. Dab up just a bit more, I guess. And then smooth it out. The CLU, I used, yeah, I used Conducto Nut on Carlos's chip. That stuff was like so much harder to spread, to be honest.
Probably a good thing.
Yeah, this stuff is pretty like runny. but it makes it easier to spread, I guess. So that's a plus.
Conductante's probably more indium than it is gallium. Or obviously this is the difference.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't really think I can get any more off. It's probably good. Well, boys and girls, should we try to put this copper top on? The copper top, it's not a Duracell, but it'll power our rig, hopefully. The processing part of it. Remove El Tapo. And just to make sure we do this right, this guy was on here like this. So we
Okay,
gotta...
I'm back. What I miss?
I broke it. Just kidding.
Oh no!
So this guy goes on here just like this. Oh, and actually, before we do that, so we gotta flip it right over. To do the copper IHS, you have to get the re-lid guide, and it actually comes with it. It's like 14 bucks for just the IHS, but to actually put it on, you really kind of want to use the re-lid guide, and these are like 4 bucks. So in total, it's like 20 for the kit, which ain't too bad. And this just snaps on over your delidder. Which way? Now I already lost track of which way. So confused. So like this. So I think we have to rotate it. Yep. Just to double check. Yep. The arms are like 2/3 of the way up. So we just gotta place it. Gently place it, and that should be sitting on there now. And we'll take out our friend again, Mr. Loctite Super Glue. Cut the shit off the end.
Wait, you use super glue?
Just a dot.
Just a dot.
That's what I was carving off the thing. I mean, if it's dead, it's already dead. This ain't gonna kill it.
And I guess.
So there's the dot on each corner.
Amazing.
Perfect. She ain't gonna go anywhere. Because now, what you do is you take the handy dandy little thingamabobber. It's a technical term. Believe me. And I thought there was supposed to be another hole in this little re-lid thing for this. For the other side there. But apparently you don't use that part. It just needs these two, I guess. Okay. And then you just go until there's a bit of pressure and should be good. Let's leave it there probably for an hour. And we have one relidded 67K. If it works or not, we won't know till like this weekend because we gotta clean this block. We gotta do the whole, like, I got lots of stuff going on for this build transfer. There's a lot more going on, so we'll have a lot going on this weekend, I believe. Will be, let's see, bending tubes probably Saturday or Sunday. So if you guys want to see that, I'll be more than likely just streaming that until we get all the tubes done for the rig. So that'll be fun if you guys want to just check out some tube bending, because it's kind of fun to watch me struggle, you know. So keep your eyes out for that. I was either going to do a video or I could do a stream of installing cable mod LEDs. It's up to you guys. I guess I can run a little poll. Let's see. What time is it getting to be? 5:45. Interesting. So you guys want to see me pull apart this block or no?
Sure, why not?
Sure, why not? We can do that. We could pull apart the block. We can put
I
LCPU.
can't really speak for everyone here.
Well, I actually don't know how much effort it's going to take to do this. It shouldn't be too bad, to be honest. We got our handy dandy toothbrush and our handy dandy toothpaste here for cleaning. Because everyone knows you clean your blocks just like you clean your teeth. And we'll shake the mat out.
With whiskey.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You brush your teeth with whiskey. I'm sorry. Forgot.
I'm about to say, don't forget your bottle of, alcohol.
Oh, yeah, the isopropyl. This is just to wash it down.
Yeah.
Please don't do this at home, kids. So, yeah, we're just kind of doing a bunch of CPU stuff tonight, I guess. Cleaning blocks, re-delidding. So there's a shit pile of screws in this thing. And I'm just hoping that none of them strip. That is the one thing you want to be really careful of when you're dealing with blocks, is that you don't strip anything. And then when you're re-screwing it back all together, what you got to be careful of is not cracking the plexi. So that's actually what I did with the RAM block. I have a new top coming tomorrow.
Almost like metal on plastic's a bad idea.
Almost. Well, yeah, metal sandwiching plastic. So these big ones aren't too bad. I'm afraid for these little ones and if they're gonna strip or not. And then you gotta be careful of the O-rings too. In my GPU, when I did that, I ended up breaking an O-ring because it was underneath the metal plate and the O-ring wasn't lined up in the groove. So it actually like just smushed it. And that was the end of that O-ring. So let's get the 5 point out. That's too big. This one? No, that's too small. Should I set this one? Yeah. Where is the proper size? Oh, I hate how hard these are to get out. No? What the heck? It's this one. I know it. It sure is. Oh. There we go. Watch me break a head off a screw. That would be really upset a spaghetti. Oh wow, that's really long. So how much gunk you guys think's gonna be in here? This I installed last February, and I've never, besides blitzing it a few times, I've never cleaned this block.
What were you running through coolant-wise?
Mayhem's Pastels for a year. Gray, mainly gray. So, it'll be interesting. As far as I can see, there's really no, like, actual clogging going on of, like, particulate. There's, like, a couple, like, little chunks of debris or something. I'm thinking that's probably just, like, from a little bit of a rad that I didn't perfectly clean or something. But, yeah, it really, like I said, the thermals weren't even that bad, considering how long it's been since it's been cleaned. So it's probably not going to make a ton of difference. But I figure it's due time, and it is like impossible to get those little black specks out of there without taking this all apart. So figured I'm going to have it all out of the PC. Might as well do this. I'm going to replace the RAM top too, because I cracked the shit out of it. I just hope I don't do that to this. This plexi top is probably a couple more bucks than the RAM.
Yeah, give or take a good 20.
Yeah. Well, the RAM is just silly. I added up. It was like 35 to get it shipped and paid for from EK and sent out here, and a totally new block is 55. So like, it's pretty close to not even being worth
You
buying.
borrow one of Darkness's promo codes.
Oh, that's right. Darkness has a bunch of like free cash with them, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's giving them to anyone who wanted them.
Really?
Yeah.
Dang. Oh well. I guess if I break this block.
Yeah, EK wouldn't let him pay for the shipping to buy a single O-ring.
Really?
The promo codes. Yeah.
What? You have to buy items with the promo
Yeah,
codes?
something like
Because
that.
that was for his Threadripper blocks, right?
No, he was just buying a circular like D5 O-ring or something.
A circular D5 O-ring. Well,
Yeah,
no,
you know.
I thought that he got all those promo codes because of his Threadripper blocks.
Well, yeah. And then he tried to buy an O-ring and get it shipped. And they were like, no.
No.
So,
Okay then. That's unfortunate. Yeah. That's a shame. So there we go. Oh boy, oh boy. Interesting. Yeah, there's like nothing going on really. We got a nice little jet plate that I can't get out.
This is where you need to add the PPCS stripper girls in the background, Matt.
The stripper girls. What are we gonna do with those?
Every
they
time you
strip
strip
the
a
screws, of
screw.
course.
Oh, every time I strip a screw. So yeah,
I was gonna
there's
say they strip the screws for you, but
that'd be alright. So there is a little bit of there's a little bit of ooh, the whole cold plate. Oh, look at that. Look at that. The VRM section. Oh boy, I'm gonna break that O-ring. So there's a little bit of gunk. There's like, it almost looks like a hair. So there's just like a little bit of debris, gunk stuff going on in here. Not too bad though. Like I said, nothing probably that would have affected the temps at all. It was just time. Time for a cleaning. Okay, so clean away, I guess. So much fun. We got our tooth and paste. So just like Jay did in his video with the he had that view and it was like totally bad. This isn't nearly that bad, but this will polish it up, I guess. Got some distilled water. Somebody said that's a shame.
I wonder if you could drop that in ultrasound, like a jewelry cleaner, if you have them big enough.
Oh yeah, probably.
If you get better results, you know what I mean? Or a mechanical toothbrush, maybe.
Ooh, now I think. So is that the next tool PBC should sell?
Right? Like the oral chaos,
Electric.
the doctor thing.
Number one doctor recommended. So this probably gets most of it pretty good. I guess the rest was probably all this shit here. So I suppose I should probably remove the O-rings and clean them. I don't know. I don't know. Sometimes you get the oil underneath them after you clean it, and then they're a real pain in the butt. Maybe I'll just leave that O-ring in there though, since it isn't coming out, and I'm sure it won't want to. Oh, dude, check that out. I do have a couple little fractures from probably yanking on a fitting. Those will eventually get worse, technically. Well, that's unfortunate, though. They're not bad.
only technically.
Only technically. I'm not really too worried about it, if you couldn't tell.
I mean, you probably should.
be worried about it?
Yeah.
I really don't think. I mean, they're hardly even noticeable.
I was gonna say, if they're not deep, can't you just hit that with some like acrylic fill and UV cure it?
Probably. I've actually never tried. I could look into that.
But you have to worry about the piece of acrylic getting weaker over time.
Yeah,
Like,
of course.
constant-
It's eventually, like I said, it's gonna keep cracking. It's just so small right now that I really don't think it's gonna, like in the life of this PC, I don't think it's gonna get to a point where it's gonna cause a leak or anything.
Well, it probably will. Like
Really?
against the metal.
It hasn't leaked yet.
Of course.
And it's probably been cracked like that for a while.
Probably.
Probably. I mean, yeah, if you want to be 100% safe, if this wasn't my build, I would definitely like call up EK and just be like, guess we need a new top. But it's my build, so I'm really not too worried.
Not Rip Carlos.
What happened to Carlos? Dr. Drop. I got one, dude. I got mine in the mail today from PPC.
Ah, sick.
It's pretty cool. So we'll use this once we get the system all back together, and we'll see if my block is really too terrible to use. So
Just don't be dumb with it.
does the Dr. Drop?
Yeah.
How do you be dumb with the doc? It's pretty straightforward.
Yeah, but I mean, like, you can definitely probably put more PSI in than the gauge reads.
Oh, well,
So,
of course. It only goes up to like 0.6 bar.
Yeah.
Like, it's only meant for testing. It's not actually for like testing the ratings on all your shit. It's to see if it's gonna
Yeah.
leak.
Agreed, but this is, humans we're talking about.
Yeah, and people
And
like
most people
to.
hold that level of stupidity. Let's be honest.
Yeah. That's why in the manual it says get it to 0.55 bar and leave it. Don't go past it and just leave it.
But Matt, who reads manual anymore?
I threw it away actually.
Oh, here you go.
I read it and threw it away because it's pretty. I already had a pretty good idea of how a basic air pump works, so really didn't have to stretch my imagination with how the Dr. Drop would work. So this O-ring came out, so that's just lovely. He's going to be fun to put back in, especially since he goes under the block and you can't see it. And if it leaks, it's going to leak out of here and just hit the board before I ever notice. Fun. I'm excited.
Place your bets.
Yeah, do I get it right? Ooh, is it? So I suppose coolant does flow right there. Nasty. There are so many surfaces that I didn't even consider. Like this jet plate. There's a bit of gunk on the jet plate there. A brown stain. That's not cool, man. It's actually not even coming off. It's like a burn mark. Let's sit for 6 hours. Oh yeah. It said to leave it for 15 minutes or more, they said. I don't know about 6 hours, but yeah, that works too.
What is it? It looks like Go Tit Loser. Put a comment up.
Yeah.
Butchering that name on purpose, by the way.
Wait, are you talking about in stream chat on Discord? I don't have that open.
Twitch.
Oh.
Twitch pop-up.
Oh, cool. Look at this. I didn't even do this. This O-ring is already a little bit bunked. That's not cool. Well, we're definitely going to test it with the Dr. Drop. Now that I see this O-ring is like it's got like a little deformity on it even.
Yeah, it looks like it's falling apart.
That little
now, isn't it?
Yeah, that's a shame. Apparently I should have ordered an extra O-ring. This isn't even like it's falling apart. Like I said, that's like an extra piece to the O-ring. So whatever.
I mean, to the camera, it looks like a little piece was kind of cut with an X-Acto knife.
Yeah, a little piece came off. A little fragment. So that could cause a leak in itself. I guess, like I said, we'll just get the Dr. Drop out after this and see if it is or not. That's kind of nice with the Dr. Drop. I mean, you could just test with water, but the Dr. Drop will make it pretty easy.
Oh,
So, we got that like that. Now we got to put this O-ring. This one is the one that could leak. Wow, dude, I don't even, it's like totally deformed. Like, this channel is all sorts of goofy, and this is like a perfect circle again.
put it all back together. This dip it into a bucket of Flex Seal.
What is that?
Come on now, have you never seen the commercial for Flex Seal?
Right.
I don't think so. Wow, dude, this O-ring is probably not cool. This is not good. I can already tell this is not going to go back in easily. It's not just going to want to sit here. Not in the slightest. How?
It's just the week, man. Brian from BPS had issues with his builds that he was putting together. So I think
Yeah,
it's just bad week.
it's a bad week to work on builds, huh?
Well, don't go saying that. I have parts coming tomorrow.
Ooh, I got it to sit in there. Whether or not that's gonna work or not, we'll test it with the Dr. Drop, I guess. But these goes just like these. Okay. Well, don't move, Mr. O-Ring. Otherwise you're gonna get squished. And then you really won't be a happy O-Ring. You'll probably be a sad line of rubber. And actually, there's like, oh, I don't know if I want to pull this O-ring or not, just because it'll risk breaking that one too. There's a little bit of like coolant left over behind in the O-ring, but there's actually, it's good enough, I think. We just gotta clean out this bad boy, the distribution plate majigger, whatever. I don't know what the technical term is. Who knows what the technical term for the big plastic chunk in your block? It distributes
Flow choke. That's
the
all
flow
it is.
choke. Yeah, it does distribute the flow, is what it does. So we'll rinse her out. It's like UV white colored almost. Kind of weird.
I ended up assembling that backwards once in an EK block.
Yeah, that probably would make it not work as good.
Yeah, my 9590 ended up hitting about 90 C on it.
Oh yeah.
Full blast pump.
There we go. So this bad boy goes right there, but we gotta get the jet plate in first. Oh no! We don't want to lose the jet plate. Wow, that kind of goes back together really weird. Like,
I mean, it kind of performs better without the jet plate.
does it really?
Like, yeah,
doesn't
well,
go
a lot
like
of people
this,
say on
does
the
it?
Discord.
Wait, what'd you say about the Discord?
A lot of people in the Discord say that it performs either the same or better.
So if I remove this,
Yeah, the jet plate.
the metal jet plate, obviously you want this big plastic thing in here.
Well, I mean, Dan more or less says If you have an EK block, remove the jet plates for those 3D stuff.
Yeah, that's true. So like, okay, I think it's fine. It feels like it wants to crush that thing. Like, how do you know it's perfectly centered? Looks
How do
pretty.
you know it's perfectly centered?
You just never know.
It seeks enlightenment no more.
I mean, if you subscribe to the faith of trigonometry, nothing's ever centered. There is no such thing as circles. Everything is a triangle.
No, everything's a line.
Well, yeah, but they always form triangles.
Or circles.
Heresy! Heretic!
Oh. So, the key now is going to be to not crush the plexi top. So we're just going to get these a little bit tight around the actual CPU portion of the block. And now we get to do these guys. So the long ones are for all of these. I believe this is where the 3 short ones go. I actually completely forgot where the short ones go, but I'm assuming they're at the points where it doesn't go through to the VRM block. So this one's a short one. This one's a short one. Why is he like...
So here's a question for the audience.
What's that?
Anyone else here? What the heck is a bits power smart combo?
A what combo?
Smart combo.
Smart?
240.
Oh, you're talking about the kit?
Yeah, well, it's the reservoir with what's apparently called a FC6 pump.
Yeah, I'm actually not sure. What pump is that?
The Smart Combo Slim 240. What are you talking about?
Bits power smart combo Slim 240. It's a rad reservoir and pump.
It looks to me like a bad idea.
That's
Yeah,
what you
it can't be
say.
that bad.
I'm pretty sure Christopher Columbus was probably told his ideas were pretty bad too, and look what he did.
I mean, they were
Yeah,
pretty
he
bad.
slayed
It's
a
a
lot
good
of people.
starter.
Enslaved a lot of people. That's what I was going for with that reference. The slavery. That was his best
I have
achievement.
no idea what kind of pump that is. Honestly,
Yeah.
I would just say, like, get a fucking, one of those, like, ridiculous Swift Tech, like, H2 whatever.
Oh yeah, those 220 CP things.
Yeah. But, like, get the Prestige version because it has, like, real fittings and real fans.
Those are kind of
So
nice.
cheap.
Real fittings and fans. I like real fittings and fan. Fake ones suck.
Right. It just came onto the store and I saw it and I'm like, what is that pump?
I don't know. It's kind of strange looking. It also looks like it mounts to the radiator in such a way that it would cut off about 60% of your flow. So I don't think I'd recommend that to anybody.
Who needs flow?
It can't be that bad.
What's flow?
Hey, what is this
Your flow.
mythical flow?
You
you're
talking about the
talking
progressive lady?
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got these all in here just barely tight, so I suppose I got to go around and make sure they're actually tight. Not too tight though, otherwise you realize that plexi and all it's cracked up to be. Quite
I
literally.
only have to spend like $500 to finish my girlfriend's machine.
Only? That's about how much I have left to finish my test bench.
Yeah, to buy like a cheap processor and a decent board in the case that she wants.
If I killed my 6700K, you can have that.
I mean, not to, what's the word I'm looking for here?
Burst my
Not
bubble.
chill, but, never mind.
So,
I mean, if
we'll
anybody
test it with the
was gonna
doctor
have
drop.
A CPU that they felt like giving me, you know, I'd totally take it.
If someone gives you a
Well,
CPU.
I am looking to sell my 1800X.
I'm not paying you $300 for a CPU that's going to get dunked by a $270 CPU in the next generation. It's coming out in 3 months. Plus, like I said, this is going to be my girlfriend's machine. I don't want to have to do, you know, first-gen Ryzen troubleshooting on her machine like every 3 weeks.
Okay.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
It should be good to go. So we'll use Mr. Dr. Drop here to test it, I guess. Just need some tubing. Need a little better tube. There you go. Here's a chunk of tube. And another compression fitting.
So, her machine is either going to be second-gen Ryzen or probably just something on the more affordable Intel side.
An 8700K.
Like that.
Wow, so
I
rude.
couldn't do anything that'll use an 8700K.
Oh, that's right. We need a port cover too. Steal one from the
The
GPU
most
block.
expensive thing I would put in her computer is an AU350K.
Yeah, I mean, Ryzen isn't that bad. I screw around with it personally. But if you get Samsung V memory, it's fairly set and go. Not as bad as people make it out to be.
So,
Well, another thing is she's going to be using memory sticks from my computer, which is my problem.
hey Matt, just ship the processor off.
High density micron, by the way.
The
Oh,
video feed
nice.
on YouTube's like almost a good 65 seconds behind Discord chat.
Mr. Austin Friends was the one who won the 8700K on the block, and he just sent the 8700K off to Silicon Lottery. Sure.
I said that like 7 minutes ago.
Oh, my bad. So we got the doctor drop here, and we'll. Ooh, see, it's already losing pressure. You're supposed to put it to 0.55. So if we even go to 0.5.
Not that I actually expected to, but I would laugh if the acrylic popped.
I would laugh so
Yeah,
hard.
it's slow. So you're supposed to take the pump off, but I don't think it'll make a difference. Because it's going to lose air no matter what. I think I got to tighten down the block a little bit more, or else it's the O-ring. Wait. Oh, this is how you take the... So it should hold the same pressure forever. Oh, maybe taking the pump off makes a difference. So if we look at it, it's at like 0.45 bar, and it hasn't moved. Actually, it might be okay. Maybe the pump loses air. Don't you have one of these? Ooh, is it slowly losing? It might have dropped a little bit.
I mean, if you're leaking, you would hear it.
I can't over that. No, I don't hear anything. If we sit here and watch it, you're supposed to leave it for like hours. They said to tap it too in the manual. I remember that. Yes, pump off does. It will leak out of the pump. Oh yeah. That's what I was thinking. So it actually might be okay. It says to leave it here for a while, so I suppose I can just set it and forget it. I remember where it's sitting. It said to put it at 0.55 exactly, but I think 0.45 will be good enough. It's 0.46, it looks like.
Just don't leave it in the sun.
Okay, I'll go put it out my car. So, I think I actually did it. We might have actually cleaned the block and not ruined it. That shitty O-ring actually might have survived. That would be impressive. One thing actually go right in this project.
I mean, so long as it fills the edge it sits in, it should be fine.
The CPU's probably good by now. Should we check it? It's been a half hour. Yeah, it doesn't even take that long for that stuff to dry.
And it's a way neater process than what I'm used to.
What
You
is?
slide the shit out of it with silicone Loctite.
Yeah. So,
I mean, hey man, you can't ever go wrong with too much silicon.
I guess we'll see if it actually worked or not, but it should be good. Like I said, the thermals and it actually posting will tell the whole story. And look at that.
Yeah, all we need to do is put your face on it, and then it'll be a real mean chip.
The delid is done, and it looks like the block is holding pressure, as far as I can tell, at least so far. So, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for hanging out the whole time. That was somewhat entertaining, I hope. Maybe, maybe
Are you
not.
sure you don't want to try a boot on?
Try a boot? What kind of boot?
On the motherboard.
What?
Yeah.
Try to boot it? Just do it right, just like this. We'll hook up my PSU, and there's enough there. We just hope nothing burns up, and whatever.
Well, you just get to the BIOS screen, just to confirm it turns on.
It would be a lot of plugging in to try to test this right now.
Oh, you take the 24 pin and the 8 pin and a VGA cable.
Dude,
So hard.
look at my card. Look at my card. We're gonna test it with this card. Just.
No card. Just the VGA output of the
Oh, I
CPU
suppose
itself.
it does. Oh, that's right. It's not an enthusiast platform. You have that handy dandy iGPU. Amazeballs.
Yeah.
That's true. I don't know. We could test it, maybe. I don't know, boys and girls. Should we really try?
It's just getting to the BIOS welcome screen.
I have a
It
screen
won't
right
burn
here.
that.
Does this have VGA? No.
Okay, it probably has
It
HDMI.
has DP and HDMI. But I don't have a monitor with DP or HDMI right here handy. So,
Oh my.
yeah. There's a VGA screen built into the desk. For the
Hey Matt,
old
what's
school
that
testing.
yellow sign say next to you? Right now, I'm
Caution trucks hauling.
Okay.
Goes
So
well
what
with
about
my
that?
save water, drink beer sign. Oh, I also have an upside down pedestrian sign that says turn down for what?
Thanks.
That one's pretty good. So, I think that's probably where we'll close her off tonight. Like I said, we'll find out if it posts or not eventually. If it's dead, it's dead.
Eventually.
Dude, no, if it's dead, it's dead. I'll probably just, I don't know what I'd do. Yeah, probably
Or
just
if it's
move to
more,
X99.
Substitutes a working one and says nothing happened.
Yep, that's what I'll do. Actually, how much is it? A 64K is probably like $250 now. $200.
Probably spot one used for 200.
Mm-hmm.
More than I got on me.
Yeah, that's true. I don't really have $200 laying around at the moment, but whatever. We'll find out. Thank you, everybody, for stopping in and saying hello, and appreciate all the support, guys and girls. It was fun. So I think I'll be streaming something this weekend, some tube bending probably at some point. So stop in and check out that. It'll be fun. I'll let you guys know. Probably Sunday afternoon or something like that. And maybe some other stuff in between. But I hope you all have a good night, and I'll see you then.
Oh, always fun, Matt. Thanks,
Yeah,
man.
peace out, guys. Thank you.